Hey there, Nick Jatakis here. In this video, we're going to go over the benefits of running your CI test suite on a schedule. So we all know the drill here, right? Hopefully. You open up a pull request, push some commits to it, your CI pipeline is going to run your test suite, and then give you some feedback on whether or not things pass. Now, chances are, you're probably going to be running your test suite locally as well, but it's nice to have that enforced at your Git provider of choice, such as GitHub, GitLab, Bitbucket, etc., just to get the feedback there. But what happens if you're not pushing your code on a regular basis? Maybe you haven't updated things in a week. So right now your CI is going to report that things are passing, but things may have actually break 3 days ago and you're just not sure because, your CI platform has not run in a couple of days here. And actually, this came up pretty recently for me where the Python image on the Docker Hub here for version 3.12, it removed the setup tools library from the official Python image here. And it was removed from Python 3.12 standard library quite some time ago when 3.12 dropped, but the official Python image held onto it for a couple of months. But after this pull request got merged, then it was removed from the official Python image here. And what happened here is, I've got this example Django application, very similar to Flask in that they both use Python. But yeah, someone mentioned that this distutils library that this project is using no longer exists here, and they had to manually install setup tools. And this is a great example of, some project working in the past, something changes, and then it fails in the future, even though you're still using the same exact version of something. In fact, I've actually made a video about this one last week where adding image digest could help prevent this problem there. I'll leave a card to that one if you want to go and check it out. It's an aside to this one. But, another way to make your project a little bit more safer against changes like this would be, let's say that we just ran our CI test suite here every day. And then at the very least, once a day it's going to run. And if something is broken, for example, this package here no longer exists, then the pipeline is going to fail. And then in GitHub's case, it's going to email me saying like, hey, by the way, this pipeline failed, go and check it out. So yeah, it's really nice to have that ability here. And it's actually pretty easy to set up on GitHub. And I say pretty easy, I mean very easy. So check it out. So if we go to this little CI YAML file that we have here, literally the only thing I had to do here was add these 2 lines here. So on schedule, and then the cron schedule that I want. In this case, it's going to happen at 12:30 UTC time, which is about 8:30, depending on daylight savings time. Time zones are fun. But yeah, this is going to run all the jobs that we see over here. And if you're using something like GitLab or Bitbucket, they also have a way to add schedules too. We're not going to go over those in the video, but I will leave links to their documentation there if you want to check it out. Now, one really important takeaway here, though, is on GitHub at least, it's not guaranteed that this schedule is going to run exactly at this time. Because you can imagine, GitHub is a very large platform. There are however many, millions of repos created and a lot of GitHub actions being executed. So if their system is a little bit busy or overloaded at the time, then this may actually end up executing a little bit later than the time that you specify there. So if we actually go over to this project here, to the GitHub actions, I did enable this a couple of days ago, but you can start seeing them to be scheduled in an automated way here. And yeah, they just run just like, if I were to push up a commit, it's going to be running the same test suite, which is quite nice. And the idea here is, if one of these failed, then boom, it's going to email me. I'll get notified. I can see what the failure is and fix it right away and not have to depend on somebody opening up an issue on the repo here. So yeah, it's a really great way just to get set up there in an automated way. So with that said, let us know in the comments below if you're going to be enabling scheduled CI runs on the project that you have. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up because it really does help a lot. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.